moving on to part 2 now, but before I show you what I was going to show you down here, which is a couple silver coins and a silver ingot, I'm going to show you a couple things up here. Yes, I actually have some of these too. So there's going to be a shout out to Coin Picker because I also have a bunch of novelty spoons, but only 2 of them are silver. So these 2 I'm showing you right now, which is between this one and this one. I ran a magnet through all of these, and these 2 didn't stick, but that one's plated, that one not too sure about, and all the rest stuck to it, but these 2. But I'm tested, and they're in fact silver. I have no idea what their purity is because for some reason they're not marked. Thinking they're sterling or 80%. No idea. And moving on, we got 1 grain of 0.999 fine silver. 1971, 40% silver Eisenhower dollars. And then we have a 1967 10.5 dollar in a special mint set case. Sorry, I have some shotgun shells on my table thing here because I found a bunch of them all going around my subdivision, and there's a pond near my house. So yeah, there's that. We have a 1995 silver proof set. And then I gotta walk over here to a 1916 British shilling. I'm using a different camera now, the newer one. I actually need to breathe between sentences. Wow. Yeah, I'm doing this to 1, throw you off, and 2, because it actually worked when I got to this part of it, so it looked a little bit decent, with the exception being tiny coins in this lot. A 1861 Seated Liberty Quarter. I have a second one, so I'll show you the obverse of this type of coin. 1923 shilling. It has the same back as this one. Although some would call this one the back and that one the front, but I see it differently. The 1938 florid. The last video I thought there was a 42 or 43. I'd show you the back, but with just the way it's set up, I don't want anything to fall. Why not? So you see those. Yep, that happened. Told you that would happen. So, I'm trying to get these to stand back up. See, they look okay that way. Next, we have a 1916 British florin, which is not 1916, that is the 1933, my mistake. Because that one's the 1916 because it's darker. And that's the one I actually got first. So I know it's the 1916. Yeah, that's the 1953. Wow. 1933 florin. 1 year off from the 32, which is a key date. Then we have the 1916, which is sterling. They both have the same design on the back. Now over here we have a 1945 New Guinea shilling. Now there's a fun fact. New Guinea wasn't a exactly British territory in 1945. It was actually a part of Australia. I did not even know that until I looked it up. We have a speaking of British, here's Great Britain right now. The 1926 pence that is 50%, but it could also be sterling, but I really don't know. They have a 1966 Canadian silver half dollar, which is heavily toned. You just won't see it in the video because videos are really bad for toning coin. You have a 1900 florin, Victoria on it. And make sure my camera doesn't turn itself off because for some reason it's been doing that lately. So 1935. Was that 33? No, that's 33. British half crown. And then the lone crown from 1935. I don't have any other crowns. In fact, I don't even have any stolen sixpences. And in the background, we have, well, this is in the background, but it's the background over here. The 2014 Silver Eagle. He looks way better on camera this time than it did when I took a picture of it. You see most of the detail. And the background there, which is the real background, it's a 1994. And right here we have a 1967 Canadian silver quarter. This is actually 80%. Then we have a 1906 Barber half dollar. And then we have a 1904 Swedish 10 ore. There's the problem. Can't pick up smaller coins. Maybe you can, I'm just not letting it. Then back here again, my 1901 Morgan silver dollar. I zoomed all the way in for. And 1963, okay, let's shift it a little bit. Greek 30 drachma or drachmas because of an I at the end of it actually. 1965 Swiss 2 franc. Or franc, whichever you want to call it. We have the 1948 Mexican 5 peso, which is just gargantuan. The ASW for this thing is 0.868 ounces of silver. Troy ounces. And there's the Sea Liberty coin right here. This one is 1862. Then we move on to down here again. You're not going to be able to see it because the glare and stuff, but it's a 1942 S Netherlands East Indies 1/10 golden. And then we have a 1910 Peruvian half dinero. Again, you won't be able to see the detail of it because of the lighting stuff. That's good enough. Behind them, you have a 1916 1 krona from Hungary, World War I coin. Or before World War II, as known as the Great War. You have a 1944 Swedish 25 ore. 10 or 1944 too? I did not know that. I think it was 1952 or 1950. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'll let you know what it really is in the description because I don't feel like trying to annotate or put things in the video. Too lazy. We have this really shiny 10 mark from 1972 Germany. It's actually the first foreign silver coin I ever bought, and I still have it today. Then we have a 1935 5 mark. I'd move these coins, but with the way they're set up here, they would fall over real quickly. I have a 1938 2 mark. Try and get the lighting. So I knock everything down. It's not going to work. I gotta straighten up a little bit here. So I knocked down a couple of coins. Yeah, it's a Nazi 2 mark with the swastika on it. The glare from the capsule is making it hard to see. 1911 1 mark. which is 1 mark. The last Swedish Livonia coin I mentioned last video, which is actually up here. A 1915 half mark. 1875 20 pfennig, which I'd move, but I have to move that too. Might as well. This is 20 Kreuses from Austria, 1828. Here's the other side of the 20 pfennig. Back now. And then back here, even further back, is a 1889 Portuguese 100 race. The funny thing is, this coin is 90.7% silver, but its 50 race predecessor, whatever you want to call it, is 91.7% silver. No idea why that's not right. Then we have a 59, maybe 60. Japanese 100 yen, 60% silver. What am I doing? We have, oh wait, that's still 100 yen. A 1919, wow. I have more 1900 coins than 100 coins, so that's gonna happen a few times. 1892, 10 cent from Japan. Then back here we have a 5700 yen, also from Japan. 1942 South African sixpence, which is 80% silver. Actually surprised that's showing up on camera. The 1904 German States Prussia dry mark. There we go. We have a 1913 dry mark. And then a 1913 Zweimar. They both have the same exact design on them, so that works. We have the 1942 40% silver, which was the 80% silver type because that one's worth more. Swedish 1 krona. And then further back, we have a 1759 German States Hamburg. A 1799 Spanish Real, and 1859 Mexican 1 Real, which are on top of this. Sorry about that, my camera messed up for a minute. This weather thing here, which measures temperature, pressure, and humidity, so that you really want to know. There's a Bavarian Kreuzer, 1860. This is actually my lowest minted coin that I know of right now with 231,000. Lowest minted silver coin at least. We have a 1915 Russian 15 Kopeck. Show the other side, but it's on top of here and I had a hard time getting it up. It's on top of a Proof 66 Cameo Washington quarter. Don't worry about covering up the number because you can't see it anyway. We have a 1902. This is actually my 3rd largest silver circulated string struck silver coin. That sounded like I just slurred my English right there. That's 1902. Then we have the 2nd largest silver coin and one of my oldest, 1796 1 Kronen Taler. This used to be my 2nd oldest coin until the Livonia coins showed up, which are from the 1600s. And then moving on, I have a Taler. Pull back a little bit and just zoom in at the actual camera zoom setting. 1871 German States Prussia Victory Taler over France. And then 43 years later, we had World War I, where they invaded France again. We have a 1963 Mint States 65 dime. And then finally we have this 1952 Cuban 10 centavos, which is the same purity as a dime and the same weight. And that is all of my sulfur. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.